This video is going to go over how to model equations as a review and then also how to solve them algebraically. Up at the top, it gives us a key of what we're going to use for modeling. We're going to use rectangles for the variables and circles for the constants. We're going to leave the positive values not shaded and the negative values shaded in. Okay, this first one we're going to model is 5x minus 3 equals 17. So 5x is our variable. That means we're going to use a rectangle, and it's positive, so it's going to be not shaded in. I'm going to draw in the equal sign and separate it with my line. On the far side, it says I need 17 positive constant shapes, so that would be the circle. I need to draw 17 of those, and that is kind of a lot, but 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16, 17. Then it says on the left side, I have 5 variables. They're positive. And then minus 3. This minus, we're going to treat it as a negative, so we're going to shade in 3 circles. So I'm still going to put in 1, 2, 3, but I'm going to color those in to represent subtract or negative. And then I just need to draw 5 rectangles. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. That's how I would model the equation. Now what I'm going to do is I'm going to actually solve it without using pictures. Let's make that a little bit smaller, give us some more room for this one. So solving equations, you're going to work backwards to try to find the missing number. First step, draw a line down to separate so that you can see the left side from the right side. Just like in fractions, whatever you do to one side, you do to the other. I want to isolate this variable and get it alone, so I need to eliminate subtracting 3 or get rid of negative 3. So the opposite of that is positive 3. So I'm going to write positive 3 on both sides. Then 17 plus 3 is 20. And I'm going to bring down the 5x. Okay, these two things cancel each out. Now it says 5x equals 20. The last step, I need to figure out what do I multiply with 5 by to get 20. Some people may just know it. If not, you're going to divide. And 5 divides into 20 4 times. I could make a dividing problem if I didn't know. But my answer would be 4. So on this one, it says once you know the answer, pick the number line that makes it, solves the answer. So what I want to do is I want to say this first one, the dot is at negative, it's something less than 0. So it's a negative number. I'm not sure, but a negative, this one I know for sure is negative 3. This one is a positive, and then this one is positive 3. So when I solve this over here, 6x plus 10 equals negative 8, I'm going to get one of those values. So again, first step, draw a line down. Then I'm going to look on the right side is negative 8. The left side is 6x plus 10. So I need to just keep 6x all by itself over here. To get rid of adding 10 or to get rid of positive 10, I need the opposite of that. The opposite of positive 10 is negative 10. I'm going to put negative 10 on both sides so they stay equal. Negative 8 and negative 10. These two things are the same, so I need to add them together. Add because they're both negative, so that makes negative 18. Then I can bring down my 6x. Then it says 6x equals negative 18. If I don't know 6 times something is negative 18, I could divide both sides by 6. 6 divides into negative 18, negative 3. So then I would say x equals negative 3 as my answer. And the number line that matches that is C. This last one, it says write the equation. So this is kind of like a fraction bar. The whole thing is 21. And then the bottom are the parts that make it up. Okay, so this would like be your right side. Or this would be the answer. And then the bottom row would be your left side of the equation. So I have 2 x's, and I'm adding, this says positive 9.4, and the whole thing, the length of the entire strip is valued at 21. So now it says solve the equation that you just wrote. Okay, so 2x plus 9.4 equals 21. First step, draw a line down to separate the 2 sides. And whatever I do to one side, I'm going to do to the other. So my first step is isolate this variable. I want to keep it over here. I want to get rid of adding or positive 9.4. The opposite of that is negative 9.4 or subtract. I'm going to line this up because the 21 didn't have a decimal. So when I line it up, I'm going to make it have one. When I get ready to do these two numbers, one is positive and one is negative, so I'm going to subtract because they are different. And I need to borrow. 10 minus 4 is 6. Need to borrow again. 10 minus 9 is 1. Bring my decimal down and then bring down my next one. Okay, then I can bring down my 2x. So now it says 2x equals 11.6. So that one you might not know. So what we need to do is divide both sides by 2. Oops, you can't see that very good. Divide both sides by 2. So I'm going to make a division problem. 11.6. And it's going to divide in there 5.8 times. So I would say x equals 5.8.